Hi, today we're going to put in lights. This is an old-fashioned light called fluorescent. It's okay, look, see? It's good over the sink, but over here it's kind of dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one like this. Check this one out. Look at this side. Ooh, and look over here. See, everything is lit up. And that works really well because we have LEDs. You see? We have LEDs on the bottom and over there. So we're going to show you today how to do that. And this is going to be my assistant. Good. Here we go. So it's this darker side versus this much lighter side. And less electricity used. We're going to need a wire stripper, needle nose plier. We're going to need little, what do they call these? Wire nut clipper thingies. Let's get a bag of those. We'll take those out soon. Put them on the wire, squeeze them together.
A pencil?
You're going to need a pencil. And then you're going to need to buy things. The first thing you're going to need to buy is this, right over here.
You forgot screwdriver.
Okay, here we go. You can hold this. Okay, hold this. No, stay over here. Okay, there we go. Now, you can show what I'm going to do. We need these LEDs. They come in a roll, just like this. And we're going to unroll them, and those are the LEDs. And on the back, it's sticky. So we're going to stick them up over here like that. Check it out. And then we're going to connect it all together and make it work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some more things you're going to need. You're going to need a ruler to measure. You need a screwdriver. You're going to need a cool little piece like this. Check that out. See that?
Yeah.
And we're going to unscrew that, and we're going to screw the LEDs into there. And then the last thing we're going to need is an adapter. And this adapter over here, like this, comes in a box, or not. And we're on 220, but you can get it on 110. You plug that into the wall, and then that little thing over here, you plug it into here. And that'll light it all up. So first let's go to the other one that's already done and show you how that one's already done. As you can see, the plug is plugged in here. We changed the outlet, this is a regular outlet, to one that has a switch. See? So you can turn it on and off. See? It's pretty cool. The switch. Now, we'll turn it on. Over here you have this, goes up, goes to that little piece that's connected over here. Then it goes to the first light, and it keeps going, and then it goes and connects to the second one. And you want to run sometimes 2 or 3 rows to make it lighter. Over here we did 3 rows over the sink, because we want more light. And over the rest of the counter we did 2 rows, 1, 2 rows, because we don't need as much light. And what we're going to do over here is we're going to make a hole over here, and we're going to go up the cabinet, and then we're going to drop them down here too, under that, because it's a different height level. Okay? Alright, so we're going to get started right now. Here we go. And we do need one more thing. We need these special connectors over here. Hold this, and the way the connector works is like this. When we open this little connector guy, they connect the LEDs when you cut them. So let me open up one of these things over here, and then I'll show you how it works. Okay. When you cut the LEDs, see this over here? The LED has 1, 2, 3, and then there's a line. 1, 2, 3, and a line. You can take scissors, and you can cut where the line is, and then you can use this thing over here, and you can open it up like this. We're going to open it just like that. See that? And then you slide it right in there. Here's one already opened, so I'm going to show you. See this? You slide it inside there, just like that, and then it connects those little 2 metal pieces to that, and that makes a connection, and then you close it, and basically, without even soldering, you can connect it, and then you can connect it to the next one, or you can cut it and connect them with those little twisters, and that's a good way to connect them all together. Okay, before you put these in, you need to measure. So I like to have a ruler like this, and I make 2 lines on it. And then what I do is I put them up over here, and I start to measure. Basically, the back, I make a line over there. So you see that's where that one starts. And where the tape is in the center, I make the second one, and then where that tape is, I make the final one over here. And then I do the same thing over here. You make marks with a pencil. Mark that, mark that, mark that. And then when you hold this out, you hold it on the mark, and you stretch it out and make it nice and straight. Okay, we have the roll over here. It starts off with 2 wires on the end, and we're going to measure how long it's going to go for the first run. Again, we made marks on the bottom, and in this particular case, we're going to go 3 runs. So we made a mark. We're going to go all the way from one mark where my hand is on my right side. We're going to go all the way to here on the left side. I'll make it a little bit longer. I'm going to just cut it right over here. Okay, so we're going to cut it right over here. We're going to cut it right over here, and I'm going to show you how we do that. We take scissors, and look at this. We're going to cut it right in the middle, just like that. Bam. We need to get rid of some of the gook on this. Okay. Okay, now that we have our cut piece, which is this piece right over here, as you see, it measures perfect from here to here. We need to put this end on. This end on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. That's the way I like to do it.
Wait, how about, could we
Here we
end
go.
it quickly because
Now,
it's
here we go.
not so late.
Okay, we're going to cut it right over here. Here we go. Cut. Okay, great. And now we're going to take some of our other tools. Where's our other tools? Right here. Take some of these tools. Okay. And we're simply going to open up this little thing over here with this knife. We're going to just open it like that. Okay. We're going to open it. And now that we open it, we're going to open it a drop like this over here. And we're going to put our little stripper, our wire stripper, in like this. And we're going to strip it just like that. See, that's one side. Strip it a little bit longer. That's one side. And then we're going to strip the other side. Okay. We're going to do the same thing on the other piece so that we have this piece the same way. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to open up this blade. I'm going to go in here and do the same thing again. Okay, get shut it off here. Then I need this. Now we're going to take these pieces and twist them a little bit so the wire is nice and tight. And now we're going to do something else. We need to peel the back of this thing here. We need to peel it, so we're going to try to use our finger over here or a knife or something sharp, and that's where it gets sticky. You need to peel it because otherwise it won't fit in and you won't be able to peel it later. So we're going to peel it now. We're going to stick it in, as I said before, inside here just like that. Stick it in there like that. There we go. And now we're going to close it tight, just like that. Okay, make a click. It's not clicking. There we go. So now, as you can see, look, we have on one side the factory wire, and on the other side, this wire. Now, this wire has to match up with the correct side, and this side has to match up with the correct side, and we'll try that out soon. Before I put them out, I like to just make sure it's a little bit straight. So wherever they have the bends over here, I just go over it and make it a little bit straight, just like that, just to make sure that it goes on nice and smooth and straight. See, it's a little bit bent by those metal connector points sometimes. Okay, so we're going to make it straight by all of them. And this is our first run. We're going to now peel it from here. You'll peel it from the other side because the other side was already peeled. And we're going to take the whole thing off, just like that. Peel it. Okay, and now, watch, we're going to put it up, and we're going to have to pull really tight. And here's how it goes. I'm going to put it up right now. I'm going to put one side by one mark. Before we pull it on, we're going to make the other mark, make sure the other mark is on real good. So we're going to put it on just like that. That's by that mark. And this one goes by this mark. We're going to pull tight and start to push down. We're going to pull tight, push down, and make a nice straight line. See that line I just made? It's a nice straight line. Now, what I like to do is take...
Stop.
Nope. I like to take a towel and smush it in there so I don't break the LEDs. See what I'm doing? I'm smushing it in. You getting that on video, Huda?
Yeah.
Okay, look, see I'm smushing it with a towel so it doesn't break the LEDs, but at the same time, it pushes the tape in really good so it sticks there. See that? You can use your thumb and stick it inside the middle sometimes if there's like a bump. Okay, so that is now one run. Now we're going to do another one and another one. Okay, now we got most of the lights going. As you can see, there's 2, there's 3, and there's the other 2. The way to connect them, though, is, let me just show you. Over here I drilled a hole, which goes up there into here. And it's going to go through, I drilled holes over here. Those are going to go through to the other side of this cabinet. And as you can see, the bottom of the cabinet, there's more LEDs there. So in order to connect them, I'm going to just explain to you, you need to make sure that the wiring is done the right way. So if I connect it, for example, these two from here to here, like that, and that's good, and you can see the lights on. See? But if I was to take this and turn it around the opposite way, turn it this way, then it will not work. If I do it the opposite way. So you got to make sure it's the right way, and you just experiment by doing it back and forth. This over here is a little extension piece, which is plugged into these two. That goes down to here, continues all the way to here. Over here we have another connection point, which connects all these little wires here. Keeps them going all the way back to here. We got another little connection point right over there, as you can see, and that connects back to that little plug, goes back to the outlet, and if we shut it off on the switch here, as you can see, everything goes off, and everything goes back on. Say goodbye. And when you're done, even though you have a dark kitchen such as this with the lights off, the counters will become completely lit up. As you can see, counters are completely lit up with all the LEDs. We can now see the oven very nicely and clearly. Everything is connected properly. All of the junctions have tape. And that's what it looks like. And then on this cabinet, same thing. We've got 2 rows going there, 3 on there, 2 more over there, and then 2 more going high up.